Alright, so we are now ready to open our box and see what's inside. So as we open up, see the micro USB charging cable. The thing's about 3 feet long. Here is the Kul-U itself with the user manual on top. First thing we want to do, we just want to go over some of the physical features of the unit itself. As you can see in the first part of the instructions here. So up top on the left here, this is the adjustable exhaust port. This is where the fan is located. You can adjust it a full 90 degrees from a vertical position down to a horizontal position. Right next to the fan is the adjustable temperature slider. And what this component is going to do is you can adjust the temperature of the air coming out of your unit. So at the full vertical position, that is the coldest setting. And as you slide this down, this is now the least cool setting. As you can see these indicator circles, the smallest circle is the least cooling, while the larger circle is the most cooling. So again, we can just slide that back up top. Now this is set at max cool. Now rotating to the other side, here's the intakes, and right between the intake we have the fan switch. And to turn on the unit, you just roll this thumb wheel right here, and you'll hear a click, and as soon as you keep rolling it, you can adjust the fan speed. And it's a variable speed motor, so you can turn it down, you can turn it up, and if you would like to turn it off, you just keep rolling it down. Again, you'll hear a click like that, and that means that it's off. So continuing around the unit, here's the micro USB charging port. Right next to the charging port, there's the indicator light, which will be amber while you're charging it. It's going to be green when it's ready to go. On the front here, here's the belt clip, which you can use to attach it inside your suit or to your pants. And the final component on the Kul-U is this removable end cap. We're going to dive into more of these features as we go through the instructions, and that's where we'll go. Okay, so beginning with step 1 of the instructions, we are going to freeze the cooling pack. So the first thing, to remove the end cap, you can squeeze these tabs located on either side of the unit. Just give them a squeeze and pull outwards, and that should pop right off. You're going to pull out the cooling pack itself and remove the sponge in the cooling pack from this bag. Now once you have the sponge, you are going to soak this in water. Now it's very important that when you soak it, that you get all the air out. The instructions say to soak it for about 3 to 4 minutes. What's important though is that the sponge is just completely saturated with water. As you'll notice, right when I pulled it out, it was kind of a lighter blue, and now that it is soaked, it is a darker blue color. And now that it is that darker blue, we can put it back into this holder. And before freezing, again, it's just really important that we want this to have as much water in it as possible. So I'm just going to place it back in the water. I'm just going to make sure there's no air. And pulling it out of the water, all I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it a couple shakes. And now this is ready to freeze. Okay, we're now ready to freeze our cooling pack. As we say in the instructions, you're going to want to place the cooling pack on a freezer rack. And if you don't have a freezer rack in your freezer, you can buy one of these off our website. So we're just going to place the cooling pack on this freezer rack. We're just going to set it down and check it in about 3 hours. Okay, it has been 3 hours now. As you can see, it's kind of changed color a little bit, but the cool pack has frozen nice and flat. And what happens when you don't freeze it on one of the freezing racks, like if you just place it on a flat surface, a lot of times you'll just get a bump that'll just occur right in the middle of the cooling pack, and that'll just make it difficult to insert back into the unit. So that is why we recommend having a freezer rack. So now this one's all frozen, we're going to put it back into the unit. Okay, so here we have our frozen cooling pack. And so while this is freezing, I just plugged in my unit. Now we can see that the indicator light is now green. That means it is ready to go. Now we will just place it back into the unit. Just make sure this is the square side that goes in first. Here's the rounded side. Should fit nicely. We close it up, and now this unit is ready to run. Okay, now that the cooling pack is now frozen, I'm ready to place it inside my suit. So we're going to open the suit here. It goes in this pocket. The belt clip is designed to hold it at about this height in this particular pocket. The good thing is from here, I can adjust the fan, I can adjust the direction of the fan, I can also adjust the temperature, and I can do all that just with this position. Now if it gets to the point where this side's getting a little cold and you want to get some on this side, this belt clip is removable, so we can just pop that off, flip it to the other side of the unit, snap it back on, and now we can just place it on this side. So this one has been running for just over an hour and 20 minutes. The air is still blowing pretty cool. We're just going to open it up and check our pack. Okay, so this pack we can see it's mostly just wet. None of this is frozen. There's just a little bit of ice still on the inside. As far as ice cooling, you can get between an hour and a half of dropping the temperature 15 plus degrees. So at this point, it's acting more as an evaporative cooler, and depending on relative humidity, at least in the tests that we've done, you're getting somewhere between 3 and 8 degree temperature drop just with this wet sponge inserted, acting something like a swamp cooler. So the battery will last 3 hours, up to 6 hours depending on your fan speed. There's just a lot of factors. But yeah, at this point, it will keep cooling just as a normal evaporative cooler. And this has been our introduction of the Kul-U. We hope you guys liked it, and any more questions, feel free to shoot us an email, and thanks for watching.